Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? It's nice to be with you guys today. Finally had a Sunday where I didn't have to go 500 directions. So I hope you're doing well. I see there's a couple people here, so go ahead and introduce yourselves if you haven't been here before. Let me turn down my monitor here. Go ahead and introduce yourself if you haven't been here before, and let me know what you're sewing, what you want to hear about. There's a couple new things out there this week I thought I might talk about, and wondered how you guys are doing with your bodice corrections so far. Yeah, so there's a few people here. Let's see who's here. Wait, hang on one second. I'm going to try and get this. Hello, everybody. Hi, Annie. Amy, sorry. It's really small. I'm going to try and get it bigger. Hi, Nancy. Both Nancys. Nancy B and Nancy Hurt. And Rhonda and Elizabeth. Nice to see everybody. I'm going to try and get this a little bit larger on my screen so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Just want to pop that chat out. Mm-hmm. No. Nope. One second. Just trying to get the... Nope. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, that way it's bigger for me to see. Sorry, guys. Well, I hope everything's going well for you guys. I am, I've been sewing some cushions for a friend of mine that has an Airstream trailer, and he's turned it into like I think a bar for a wedding venue, like or a photo booth. So he's a former photographer that I used to enjoy working with occasionally, and he asked me if I could do that for him, and thought, well, yeah, I could do that. So, okay, I'm not gonna be able to see it on there. Hang on, I'm gonna have to just make it bigger here. I don't know why I can't see it bigger. I did it before. Well, if I have to go like this, you guys know why. My eyes just aren't what they used to be. All right, let's see. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you here again. Yeah, hi, Dot. Nice to see you too. Hi, Verna's here. Kathy. Wow, all the old favorites here. Hi, Anne, Gail, and Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. Nancy is working on finishing up So Powerful Purses. Hope I'll get them finished by the end of the week. Good for you. I am so behind the eight ball on that project because of Kevin's mom. And I'm telling you what, this summer has been a trip and a half for our family. It's just been nuts. And I'm not sure. Don't see it slow out to explain why in a minute. I don't see it slowing down for a little while. So I'm just going to be a busy girl for a while. Let's see. Anne sewing clerical work for her daughter. If you haven't seen that picture she posted on Facebook, what a special thing to sew those kind of garments for your daughter. How proud you must be of her, Anne. I think that's amazing. Let's see. Hello from Ohio. Hey! Carolyn, what part of Ohio are you in? I'm up here in Perrysburg near Toledo. Where are you? We might be neighbors. Anne said they had a very successful Project Linus Day last week. Good. I don't have a number, but there were 2 years worth of blankets that had to be measured and packaged. A couple hundred at least. Wow. That's amazing. Hello, Brenda. Nice to see you. Mom is doing better. Kevin's mom is 92, and if you haven't been following us, then she was actually had fallen, and we thought she broke a hip, but it turned out to be just a bruise. But she was pretty laid up and couldn't walk and things like that. So we were taking care of her. I was sleeping on her couch, and she was a lot of constant care. Even though she's in an assisted living facility, they wouldn't give her any help, which I don't understand, but it's just the rules. So we were real busy with her. And then in the middle of that, earlier this summer, I had a bout of, I was very, very sick with colitis. And so I had to have a follow-up colonoscopy. Say that 100 times. Anyway, what they found was a precancerous polyp that they could not remove with the regular colonoscope. So I have to go back in and have it. It's like a little mini surgery that they go in with a scope, but they have little knives at the end and they cut it away. So I have to have that done. And it was good that I had the colitis because that meant they found that before it turned into anything. So that's coming up. And now to top all of that stuff off this summer, and then the other thing was I have had terrible arthritis type things going on, which I've had for a long time. I feel like I'm complaining, and I really don't. I'm not a complainer at all. I am content in the circumstance I am in because God is in control. Okay, let me just say that over all of this. And then my husband was laid off, which he starts his new job tomorrow, so praise the Lord. And I was diagnosed with polymyalgia rheumatica, which is a disease that is like a autoimmune thing. So I was started on steroids for that. So that's always fun to have steroids. and yeah, you get crabby and tired and all kinds of stuff from them. So then the other thing that happened is my dear friend Diane, who is our church administrative assistant, had to put her mom in hospice. And so that's been the last 2 weeks, and I've actually been working at the church in her place. So that has been a lot to do. Between my channel, and then I had just recently started selling jewelry, which I'm trying to do something with, but I probably picked a bad time to start something, but I'm powering through because it really is nice. It goes with the sewing. I'm having fun with it, and I really think it can be a moneymaker down the road, even if it's not right now. But yeah, so I'm doing three big things. So and then there's always the potential of mom again. So I did tell my friend Diane that if something happened with Kevin's mom, I wouldn't be able to do it. Thing is, I'm the only other person in the church that is trained to do the things she does. So if we had to bring another person in, it would be really hard. So I'm trying to just do what needs to be done. I'm not putting extra hours in, but I'm there to do the Sunday stuff and I deposit the offering and all that kind of stuff. So that's my life right now. Pretty busy. So if you haven't only seen one video a week right now, that is why. But I need to do 2 a week because it keeps keeps YouTube putting my videos out there. So I'm really trying to get back to that twice a week plus the Sunday chat. So anyway, that is why if you haven't seen my face as much as normal, that's why. But it's a season and I'm helping a friend, so I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry to do that because I'm happy that I can do something to help her. She's the kind of person that would turn herself inside out for anybody, and so that's the least I can do for her. So yeah, working at church is fun, kind of, because it's my other home, because I'm the worship director. And I actually get a lot done for worship when I'm there because I'm there answering phones and stuff, and I don't have sometimes not a lot to do of office stuff, and I'm able to get my worship stuff done. So I'm kind of getting ahead in that a little bit. So maybe that's a good thing. But anyway, enough of me. Like I said, I'm content in my circumstance because God is in control, and I'm doing these things for whatever reason, and I'm happy to do them. But I'm a busy girl. All right, let's see what's going on here. Hi from Cleveland, Elizabeth. Yep. All right. Oh, you're in Lake County. Oh, wow. Like Lorraine, Elyria, in that area? You're not very far from me. You're maybe an hour away from me. We live right off the turnpike. If you take the turnpike across, right before you get to Toledo, there's an exit right into my neighborhood, practically. Oh, let's see. All right. All right, let's see. Thank you, Barbara. I'm glad to be back. Okay. Anne says that she's a cheesehead. Mending, mask, and pair of jeans. All right. Sewing a tunic dress. Paula is using an old Berta pattern. Ooh, those are fun. I love Berta patterns. Okay. Hi, Deanne. So from Southern California. Busy beats bored. True. I agree. And I'm not a person who can sit around. You guys have probably noticed that about me. I cannot sit around. I've either got to be sewing or crafting. If I'm home, I'm sewing or crafting. If I'm off doing something else. So, but that's okay. I don't mind. There'll be a day when I can't do all this stuff anymore, and then I will, I'll have to sit around. So I'm glad to not sit around right now. All right, let's see. Nancy. Went three first place ribbons and a grand champion for an embroidered project at the county fair. That is amazing. Her Bianca flight suit was the only garment entered in adult division. That is crazy. No, I've never done that. So maybe next year that's a goal. That would be a good goal. See, I'm already thinking of how I can be busy again. But I'm not sure how long I'll be this busy with her mom is doing okay right now, so it could potentially be kind of long, but she can't be alone. So she's been with her, and that's okay. All right, let's see. Carolyn, my husband was also diagnosed with polymyalgia rheumatica as well about a year ago. Has been on the steroid treatment plan as well. He's down to the lowest dose and feeling much better. Yeah, the thing about that is the steroids make it feel a lot better right away. Like I felt a lot better even the second day. I have had trouble titrating it, but I saw the rheumatologist this week and he said that's not unusual and that it can take a long time. So he told me go back up and try again in a couple weeks, and so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, it's an amazing treatment for it. It really is, and it's definitely a treatable thing. I was really thrilled to find out that it was something treatable. But steroids come with their own set of yuck. But, there's a lot worse things. A lot worse things. Well, I'm glad to hear your husband's doing much better. That gives me hope for the future here. Go see your granddaughter, Paula. We love you. Take care. If she leaves before we're off, get back on. Bye. All right, let's see. Kathy Ann, I'm about to drive to Joanne for a curbside pickup. It's 30 minutes each way, so I'm bringing you along for the ride. I'll try and say everything, Kathy Ann, so you don't have to look at your screen because I don't want you to get in an accident. Hi, Carolyn. Let's see. I'm in Concord, closer to Erie. Okay. All right, cool. Amy, mending 5 pillows my dog chewed on and tore stuffing out. You have that too, huh? Our toys don't last very long with the dogs here. They tend to get chewed up, and they like the stuffing. I'm not sure why. But I guess that we can keep sewing them up. I sew them up and wash them. Sew them up and wash them. And they're full of slobber and torn apart again. So we end up going to buy more. Barbara finished her powerful purses, writing notes to enclose before I send them off. Oh, that's really sweet. That that is, you guys are doing so good, and I have not even, I was going to do all these things for Operation Christmas Child boxes, and I haven't done one thing for that because of all the stuff happening. But I am going to take a day. And so I was hoping to do that with my granddaughters, but now they're busy too. So they have volleyball games almost every day of the week in the evening. So I might snag one of the kids at least to do that with me. And, you know, because I think it'd be just a really great thing for them to do too. So I'm going to try. Maybe I'll do a day at church and just see who wants to come and see what we can get done. Cool. So who's seen the new Itch to Stitch coat? That is so gorgeous. I thought about doing that one, but I bought fabric for an octave last year at the end of the year on sale, and I'm gonna stick with the octave because I really love that coat. So I don't know, maybe. What do you think? Which coat would you make if you, I mean, it's a gorgeous coat, the Itch to Stitch one is, but so is Octave. And I like the wide collar and the wrap. I don't want to do the belted, but I want to do just the one button on the side for the Octave. It's royal blue wool from Michael Kors, which was on fabric.com. Yeah, I think it was from fabric.com for like a ridiculous like $6 a yard when it was like $40 a yard normally. So I'm pretty excited about finding that, and I'm gonna make that coat soon. So Patreon is coming along. Okay, here's what I've decided to do. Roughly, I've not sat down and written new, because I was doing levels and then I've kind of changed my mind on how I'm going to do them. There's going to be a level that will be to get some input into the channel. This will be like the bare bones one. Input into the channel, and being able to see the classes after they've happened. Okay. Then there's going to be another level that is going to have some live sew-along classes. Okay. And then also at that level, there's going to be a library of quick topics. I was going to do that with YouTube Shorts, but that is not going to work out because it can really hurt your channel. And, you know, the channel's going good. I don't want to do anything to mess it up. So I'm going to do that on another server through Patreon, and so it'll be unlocked for the second level. And so if you want to see how to put in an invisible zipper, you'd be able to click and just go to the invisible zipper. So I'm trying to right now build that library. And then we will have the third level, which will be quite a bit more, but there might be somebody out there. It'll be very limited to one-on-one sewing lessons. So it'll be like, you know, a 30-minute lesson every week or something like that. So that is kind of what I'm thinking, and because I've not seen anybody do the ideas or the short videos like that. I think it would be so cool. I can go back through my videos of techniques and, you know, make short videos out of some of them or redo them, and just keep adding like all these little topics as we go along. And then, you know, you want to know how to put a neck binding on, but you don't want to sit through the whole 15-minute video that you watched 2 years ago. So you just want that to watch me do it one more time kind of thing. So, I mean, obviously the long form tutorials that we do on the channel, you know, if you have never done something before, it might be better to go watch that. But if you just want to see it again real quick, that's what that will be for. So I'm going to build that library. So I'm in the middle of doing that. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm going to be getting a new computer because I have too much of that pixely stuff going on. I don't want that to happen during my live classes. It would not be it's not a quality enough for me to have people pay me for it and then have it be like, you know. So I'm going to be getting a new computer soon, and saving my YouTube money for it. And then I will be able to start the Patreon. So if you're thinking about, you know, that, you might want to just plan ahead, and I will have more info on the levels. But that's right now what I'm thinking. definitely want to do that library of short topics, because I think it's something that I would use if I would, like, if I needed to know how to do something. I could watch my own videos sometimes. Isn't that sad? Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, how did I do that? Okay, then I'll go back and watch my own video. So, it's something that anybody can really use. So, like, start simple, and go to the most complex thing. Like, how do you enclose a collar? How do you, pivot on a placket? How do you, make belt loops? Whatever. So that is sort of where I'm going with that. And I think that's going to be probably the most requested thing are those shorts. I have a feeling, because I don't know that anybody else is doing that right now. The sew-alongs will also be fun, and they will be, access only through Patreon. Not that I'm not going to do any sew. The channel itself is not going to change. We're still going to do all the tutorials and occasional sew-along and, all that. But this will be like one a month, and you'll have some input into what it is. So I've already had some input from some people wanting to do an elastic back pant. So I think what I'm going to do is, what I'm leaning towards right now is doing the Sinclair Poppy pant, which is a trouser that has a button fly front and an elastic back. So that is kind of where I'm thinking. And then you guys, I'll pick the first one, and then, we can come up with some options and maybe have a vote or a poll or something to see what other ones you guys want to see. So I'm excited about it, and I'm in the planning, and I know I've been saying this for like a year, but I really, really want it to be good. So that's the only reason why I'm dragging my feet. And I really feel like I owe you guys good quality video on the live things for that. So I need to have my new computer. So that is coming down the road. All right, let me catch up here. I talked too much. All right. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you here. All right. Hi, Adrian. Wow, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Good to see you. True, Amy. I know what you mean. Amy bought the Itch to Stitch coat. It looks flattering with princess seams. Yes. Well, the Octave also has princess seams. So that's a great cut it's just a very flattering feminine cut on anybody, really. Doesn't matter whether you're big or small or tall or short. Princess lines are just really great for the feminine figure. I have no use for a coat living in Arizona. Cardigans work for me. I do have one ready to wear coat for when I travel to cold weather. Okay, rub it in, Verna. We definitely have need for a coat. More than one. I have cut out, right now I have the Ruby Pea coat from 5 out of 4 cut out in a twill. Just for a lightweight coat when it gets a little cooler here in the fall. So that'll probably be a video coming up. And that is, I'm excited for that. And it's purple. It's just like a royal purple twill. So it's going to be real simple, and I love pea coats. I think pea coats look really nice too. Did I just show you a V-neck facing? I believe I might have. I just did something with a V-neck facing, and I can't remember what it is now. Yeah. But V-neck facing is, it's really pretty easy to do. Just a matter of making sure you get that point really defined and clipped, and then it should be really good. But that's one I can do, show you right away. Just as I'm making things, I'm just going to, film the little technique parts, and that library will build up really fast. And I can pull things from videos that I've done before, just excerpts that way you don't have to go hunting through a video for, how to, like the 5 ways to hem knits. Okay, so I've got that video out there if you need an introduction on how to hem knits. But if you just want to know how to do an invisible hem, stitch, then you might just want that part of it. Or if you can't remember how I said to use the fusible thread in the serger, then you just might want that part of it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I saw that she had some shorts though. YouTube shorts we do not get paid for. Um, I don't mean to sound, greedy or anything, but like content creation is time consuming and expensive. So I didn't really want to create shorts for YouTube to put ads on and they get the revenue because they aren't monetized like like the rest of the videos, at least not yet. So I don't want to do YouTube shorts. I decided against it. I have a channel for my jewelry that I've just been putting my live sales on and stuff, and I've been doing a few little shorts on there, just item of the day, that kind of stuff, and I'll do shorts on there because that's not a monetized channel. But I don't want YouTube to make money on what I do without me making a little. So, alrighty. Saving your pennies. Yep, me too. Hi, Alberta. Good to see you. Kia ora from New Zealand. Let's see. What was that? An answer to a question? I'm curious. Hi, Michelle. Yep, Caroline, I think it would help me too. Even though they're my videos, I think they would help me. Isn't it? It's really that I'm really being really truthful because there was something I did just the other day, and I'm like, how did I do that? Like I couldn't remember how I had done it. Like I mean, I do this stuff with my eyes closed, but it was just how you get older and you have like just a little brain freeze. So like watch my video. Watch my own video on how to do it. Oh. Brenda's in Louisville. Thank you, Lisa. So I think, so next week what I've got coming up is Clio, or this week, not next week, it's Sunday. The Clio pattern review, Clio culottes. I'm going to show you a tricky part in that because I'm going to cut out another pair and make them and show you the how to do the V in the front. It's easy, really easy, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. And then and also the elastic in the waistband, how to apply that because it's a little different than usual. And then I'm going to do fabric hauls I'm going to do one fabric haul video, but I have 3 different fabric hauls. I have a Hobby Lobby one, I have Zinks when I was on my little getaway with my husband, and I also have a big girl Charlie one coming because they had on Labor Day, they had everything was like half off. I bought a ton of fabric, a ton of fabric for $70. So it was a pretty good deal. So I've got those, I'm going to show those all in one video, fabric hauls. And it was basically, my fall wardrobe with those 2 fabric hauls is what it's going to end up, or fall and winter wardrobe. So I'm excited about sewing up all that stuff. So I'm going to show you those. And then I'm not sure if it'll be this week or next, I have to plug in my computer. Hang on. I thought it was plugged in, but it just told me it wasn't. All right, hopefully. There. I don't have to worry about going bye-bye now. Anyway, I will be doing shoulder adjustments. So we'll be doing narrow shoulder, wide shoulder, hump back, forward shoulder, any of the area there that we'll do, like the forward neck, that kind of thing. which I guess would be the same as the humpback. But anyway, those are going to be coming probably the end of this week, first of next week. And then after that, we'll just do some adjustments to the back. And there'll be another bodice video where we'll do the like a wide shoulder on the back and sway back, those kind of things. So those will be the next couple, and then I probably, that might be almost it for bodice. I have to go through my thinking and think if there's anything else I need to cover, but those are coming. So you need to be blocked from fabric sites. Yeah, me too. Girl Charlie it just hits a button with me. Like everything is good about it for me. And I love it. They have gorgeous fabric and prices are good. Just love it. So I'm gonna be enjoying this haul that I just got from there. I was so excited when I saw that sale. It was a Labor Day sale. And I didn't spend as much at Zinks as I normally do, so I thought, oh well, I can spend the rest of the money that I saved at Girl Charlie. So that worked out really well. Yes, Verda. Wow. So many of us live within like 3 states here, which is kind of cool, except for there's people on the UK, and yeah, I wish we were all a little closer, but a few of us live kind of close here. Yeah. So I've been talking too much. You guys tell me what's going on with you. Let's see. How are you doing with bodice fitting? Have you been able to put any of that into sewing, or are you just kind of saving the information for later? The two things that probably the biggest thing is to get those darts in the right place. If you get that apex spot on, that fixes a lot of your issues. At least it does with me. Oh, fun. You guys are living close to each other. That's so cool. And this is a knockaround t-shirt, but I did make it. This is a classic tee from Love Notions, and I put the blessed on the front with my Cricut, which is probably backwards. And anyway. My next Cleos, Verna, are going to be out of Liverpool. Some Liverpool that I bought at Zinks. And they're like a purplish. You know what? I'll show you guys. I'm going to go get the fabric real quick. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Sorry about that. I love that it's not like when I used to do it on my phone. If you got disconnected, you had to start a whole new thing. So at least with the computer, you don't have to do that. All right. Do you guys see me back? With somebody just make sure that you're seeing me back online. All right. I think, yeah, it was just my computer died. Went to sleep because it didn't like that I had it not plugged in. I remember I got up and plugged it in. Well, I plugged it into the wall, but I thought it was already plugged into the back, and it wasn't. So it didn't work. All right. Awesome. I'm glad I could restore it this time. It's really frustrating when technology things happen, and you know, I love technology. I'm kind of a geek, but I hate it when you get it figured out and you try to execute it and then something goes wrong. It just makes me so angry. Who else likes the hot dogs and pop at Costco? We go there after church sometimes and just get a hot dog for lunch. That's what we did today. All right. Off to school now. Oh, Michelle, have a great day. It's Monday for you already, isn't it? Have a wonderful day. All right, let's see. What else is new out there? I've had my eye on a few patterns. Let me get my Trello because that's where I've got them marked. Okay, my inspiration. I still want to make the iris tee with the pleating here from Forget Me Not. I really want to make that pattern. I liked the Dion blazer from, I think that's made for mermaids. I think I bought the pattern and then I haven't done it. There's a couple of Seamwork ones I want to do. Let's see. 5 out of 4 has a Charlotte Peplum. I like that one. I've got so many that I want to do. And let's see. I need some jeans. So my favorite jeans pattern is not out. It's not mainstream really because you don't hear people talking about it too much. But I love these Tessa jeans from Seamwork. They're my favorites. They fit me just right. So I definitely want to make another couple pairs of those. I bought some pant fabrics in my hauls, which I will show you. And I'm going to be doing some Sabrinas with those probably because they're that kind of fabric. And let's see what else. There's just so many I love. I have an ongoing list of things and you can't do it all, but I might do a Calypso from 5 out of 4. I have that pattern. I'd like to make some kind of a peasant blouse out of that. I want to do the Galena from the Lizard King for adults. I want to do another. I did a top last year and I want to do another one like that. How about you guys? What are you gonna sew this week or coming up forever and ever and ever? I thought I might try the Dawn jeans because everybody really seems to like those. So I might do that. But I think those have a button front. I'm not keen on the button front too much. I might try a pair and see, but I can just imagine like, okay, at our age, whoever, if you're our age, if you're not, you'll get there. Sometimes it might take a little, longer than it's comfortable to unbutton all those buttons. Just saying. So I'll probably, if I do that, I'll probably convert it to a fly. It'd be easy enough to do. So anyway, so there's a lot I'd love to do, and I need to start on Christmas for the kiddos. So, let me see what we're doing here. Okay, let's see. There's a whole bunch of people. All right. You are back. Did you show your fabric for culottes? I did, but I think my camera might have in the midst might have died. This is the fabric right here. Isn't that pretty? It's Liverpool, so it's knit. And it's got that little bit of the texture like the bullet. So pretty. I love this. It should be really pretty culottes. I'm going to make them a tad longer than the denim ones though, because those I will be wearing with boots for sure. And I like them to come down just over the top of the boot, just, you know, so my knees don't show. Just graze the top, you know, just for, I don't know. I just think it looks nice when they just cover the top of the boot. Ooh, yeah. Bubble cream. Yeah, I saw it. Was that the one when you wore it? Yes, I saw that one on, I think on the Of Notions board that you made, Verna, the bubble crepe cadence. I love cadence. It's one of my favorite patterns, and one of the things I like about cadence is that it is faced. That all-in-one facing is just really cool. For the tank version is all-in-one facing. I like that versus binding sometimes a little more. Just depends on what it is. You know, I have the harmonies basically super similar, except it is not faced, and it's easy enough to go back and you could bind harmony without any. I mean, you could make facing for harmony without any trouble at all. So I mean, it's not like you couldn't just convert it the other way, but they're great patterns. Cadence is, I think, a little more less fitted here, more straight down, and harmony has a little flare. That's kind of what I gather. There's not gathered, but you know, it's kind of like my take on it, I guess. Yeah, I'm with you, Amy. Yep, me too. I need to, and the other thing I need really badly is to have another day of sewing underwear. I made like 10 or 12 pair like a year ago, and I had a lot that that were ready to wear. Well, now all those ready to wear ones are really wearing out. So I need to do another day where I make 10 or 12 pair of underwear just to have extras because, just can't always get to the laundry right now. Bought the glissando to make a jean skirt. I'll be using the hack from Karina. Yep, yep. I like glissando. I might do a skirt out of that. I did a jean skirt out of Leonora from Seamwork a couple years ago. I wear that all the time, let's see. Waiting on fabric for another closet core ginger jeans. And the jacket. Oh wow, that's brave. That's good. I made gingers and they're just not cut for me. I mean, they're really great looking pattern, but they're just not cut. It just does not. I mean, I can alter it, but I'd rather make the one that's closer, in what I need. So they didn't work for me, but they do work for a lot of people. So it's just your body type, I just found those Tessa from Seamwork. They have, the Seamwork has the curvy and the misses, and the curvy, it's not necessarily plus size. It's just shaped like a girl, with maybe a bigger hips and bigger bust. So those patterns fit me really well, and especially those jeans. I didn't have to do a whole lot. I mean, I scooped the crotch in the back like I always do, and I lowered the front just a little bit right at the waistband, and fixed the sway back a bit in the back. Other than that, they were like a total fit. So, I'm not gonna mess with it since I have a pair that fits me that well. So, and also they can be either stretch or non-stretch. And sometimes I think the non-stretch jeans kind of wear longer. Like they don't wear out as fast. I could be imagining that, but I don't think they wear out as fast as some of the other ones. So Alrighty. Let's see. Sweatshirt for granddaughter, Rhapsody blouse, apron for daughter, placemats and napkins for daughter, wedding quilt. Oh my goodness. I wish you could show us that quilt too, Anne. Oh wow. You have the ginger down pat. Yeah, I've made, I don't think I've only made one pair of gingers, but and I loved them. They worked really well. But I actually just broke the zipper on them the other day, so they finally bit the dust. But I think I made them like when that pattern first came out, so it's been a long time. They, and again I did that in stretch denim, but I do like the sort of 8-ounce non-stretch denim because they stretch a little, but I don't know, stretch denim tends like the real stretchy stuff, like what I made my culottes out of. That wears out. It gets pilled real easy and stuff. So I try to do patterns where you can use the regular thing. But I do have some other stretch denim that I'll probably use on something. Uh-oh. So while watching you, I was cutting out an LDT. Need some long sleeve tops for fall. I sneezed with the rotary cutter. Oh, in my hand and on the fabric. Cut into the arm side. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. There's not a whole lot you can do about that, is there? I'm so sorry, Dot. Oh, that's awful. And Nancy likes the gingers too over the dawn, so we'll see. I just thought I might try those. I'm not sure. Made one quilt and want to make another. Alberta. Yeah, there you go. If you get snowed in or COVIDed in with lockdowns and stuff again. I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that again. I hope. I just, not everybody's tired of it. I'm not special. Everybody's tired of it. Yep. So. Oh, okay, let's see. Can you have more fabric, Dot? Can you fix it? Or maybe color block it? You could color block half of the front or something. Whatever part you cut into. You could do like half on one side, half on the other or something. Or do a like down to here and then, the top and bottom color block. I know that's awful. It's an awful feeling when you do something like that. I've done before is gone through making an entire outfit for somebody. I did this for my niece. And when I was trimming the binding on the neckline, I cut into the dress. I was using those, I was using these babies like you're supposed to, right? But somehow I still cut the dress. And so now I'm like, these, if you don't know what those are, they're applique scissors, but they're really good for trimming seams. Okay, so I'm really careful now when I trim seams. I'm like really, really, really careful. If I don't have to, I don't do it because I'm so afraid I'll do that again. That has plenty of fabric and it wasn't expensive. Yeah. Well, then it just was a learning curve. That's all. Bet you won't do that again. I bet you'll put it down the next time you sneeze. Thank goodness for more fabric. That's right. Always telling me not to watch TV when I'm sewing. Uh-oh. Yeah. Do you have one like this? Or here's one. This one, this rotary cutter is amazing. So I can go like this all day, right? And it doesn't cut me, right? Because the blade's not out. But there's not a thing to put the blade out. There's no way to accidentally leave it out because the blade comes out when you press down and cut. So I guess if you were pressing down and sneezed, you still might have done that. But if you're watching TV and you go and grab it like this, you're not going to cut yourself. So this is Kai, Kai, brand, and they're on Amazon. So I think in my Amazon influencer store, I do have a link to this one. When my granddaughters sew with me, this is the only kind they're allowed to use. So, because they're safer, much safer. All right, let's see. Oh no. And when Brenda, her son's significant girlfriend, died from COVID, 39 years old, with 2 daughters, 8. I'm so sorry. This was your son's current girlfriend, so like a potential daughter-in-law someday type. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. 39. So sorry. That's awful. This is just, it's brutal. I mean, it's brutal on the disease itself, and then there's the other disease of fear that comes with it as well. And then, all the precautions, which I understand, taking, but those come with a lot of things like learning delays and things like that for kids. But I mean, I wouldn't want to have to be the one making the decisions, I guess, because it's just hard. There's no two ways about it. It's hard. Yep, those are Kai, Kai, on Amazon. All right. Brenda, I'm so sorry for your son. That has to be hard. And those daughters, that's awful. You never know, like we never know from one day to the next what could come our way. People, I honestly, and I'm, and I don't mean to be preachy, but I will say, if I did not have my faith, I don't know how anybody could get through hearing things like that, or the uncertainty of just life in general right now, how you could do it without faith. I just don't know how. But I understand not everybody feels the way I do, but I, I just don't know how I would ever cope with, my husband's job loss and all that. I don't know how I would have done that without faith, and knowing that God was the one in control. Yeah, I'm so sorry. She wasn't working, no insurance, went to the hospital and sent her home. Oh, that's so horrible. I'm so sorry. Prayers for your son. What's your son's name, Brenda, so we can pray for him? If you can just give just his first name is fine, or if you don't want to, that's okay. God knows who he is. I'm so sorry. That is a tragedy. 2 weeks later on a respirator. Had she had her vaccination, just out of curiosity? Because I'm hearing more and more people actually getting it with the vaccine. Technically, you're supposed to not get as sick, I guess. But I don't know. I would like to know what are my real chances? I mean, I've had my vaccine, so, but am I still at risk? I don't know. I guess everybody's at risk, but I mean, how big is the risk? They have been difficult. I I mean, not just me. I mean, everybody's had difficulties this last 2 years almost now. Um, but then I think, okay, I'm not I'm not a Jewish person in World War II. Um, this isn't the Middle Ages where, you know, people were being killed for their faith or killed for their faithlessness, either one. It's not, there were other times in history that were worse, I think. So, so then I think, who am I to think I can only have roses? So, but probably in our lifetime, in my generation anyway, this is probably the biggest thing we've had. I mean, we've had other things. Vietnam War was pretty big, I guess, but we've never had anything that has dragged on like this and affected everybody for so long. And I imagine that's what it was like in Poland in World War II, or I would imagine living with that day-to-day fear of the Gestapos or whatever. I would imagine that was worse than this, I would think, because especially if were not, if you were a Jewish person or someone who was trying to help the Jewish people, which I would like to think I would have been. But, I guess we never know how we would be, but I'd like to think that I would have been somebody who would have helped and not gotten in the way. Okay. Okay, she did not get vaccinated, but God is good. Prayers for Eric. I will be praying for Eric, Brenda. That's going to be a long time to heal. Has he been able to, I don't know, is he close to her daughters? Can he kind of help the healing process with them a little bit? Might be therapeutic for him to be with her daughters a little bit too. So sad. So sorry. Isolation is terrible. Yep. And I drove by the school the other day and saw, I think I might have even shared this last time, but I've since driven by there almost every day on my way back from church. And I see these like first graders and that out there on the playground in masks. And it just, I mean, I know they have to do it, but it just makes me so sad. Like, there's language development and these kids are growing up afraid of people. There's going to be some major changes in their generation that are going to be a lot of kids growing up not being able to trust, and yeah, because not only are they afraid of other people, their teachers are afraid of them. So and there's no answer. I mean, it's not anybody's fault. It's just is what it is. But I hate to think of what the long-term effects are going to be of all that. But God is in control. That's very true, Priscilla. Very true. But God is good. Yes, He is. And I'm so sorry, Brenda. That's just so hard. Um, he's lucky he has a mom like you to listen and be there for him. So, well, I'm going to do some sewing tonight. I think I'm going to make some dinner and then do some sewing and hopefully finish these cushions for my friend, because sometimes I agree to do things and then I go, why did I say I'd do that? No, he's a wonderful, wonderful friend, so I'm happy to do that for him. It's just that I've got all these other things that going on, and I would like to be sewing things that I could show for the channel. So, but yeah, I will be doing these Cleos probably early this week, and I'm going to be making a top to go with them. I'm not sure what one. And be doing the fabric hauls and the 4th bodice fitting video. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up. And behind the scenes, I'm working on the Patreon thing. Promise you I haven't just let it go. I am doing it. In the meantime, if anybody thinks they might be interested in the one-on-one type lesson things, message me, because we wouldn't have to wait necessarily to start that. So anyway, I'm going to go, unless you guys have questions or anybody wants to share something. Yes, sewing is our therapy. You are right. I agree. It's cheaper than a therapist. I saw a t-shirt that said sewing is cheaper than therapy. Agreed. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. And it's breezy, sunny, and hot again though. But I guess it's our Indian summer, hopefully. Ready for it to be cool. I just don't want winter. Just stay away, winter. I don't want it. I want to go to Arizona and live with Verna. Can I come live with you, Verna, for the winter? Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Actually, Nancy, I did a series on cardigans last year. The Great Cardigan Wrap-Up, where I did a playlist from a whole bunch of different vloggers on favorite cardigans. So maybe I will update that, though, because there are a few new ones. Yeah, but I think my favorite, I love Boyfriend, but it's not my favorite one. I love Canyon, too. Those are both Love Notions. But I really love the Sinclair Harper, and it's free. And that's kind of my favorite cardigan. It's my go-to. But, you know, each one has its own, and it's nice not to have them all the same either. So Blackwood is good, but that the bind, it doesn't wrap, you know, like it doesn't come all the way across. You have to size up if you want it to do that. The Harper has a little thicker binding, you know, band, band, that it kind of comes together in the front a little better. I don't like it that the Blackwood, when I wear them, they always stay here, you know, like on this side here. I want them to come here, you know, it's just a preference thing, but I like the Harper anyway. And I've recently, I think, just come to that conclusion that I really like that one. So. Juliet. Oh, that's the one that you posted from, where was that from? I don't remember. But yeah, that was a pretty one too. I liked that. I bought another piece of fabric that I'm not going to show you yet because it's going to be in the haul, but it's a printed velour, like stretch velvet. And I am going to make a long cardigan for Christmas. It's like, oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait to show you guys that. Alrighty, well, you guys have a good night. I will see you in the next video, and feel free to reach out and email me, or if you want me to see something, tag me on the Facebook group. I can't always read every single thing, so if you tag me, that will call my attention to it. I try to read it every day, but everybody misses some things on there because it's a pretty active group. So have a fantastic evening, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, you guys. Thanks for joining me.